Okay. Sorry about that. So the stream briefly blipped. I went ahead and removed the old one just because I it wasn't working right. For some reason, I was getting excessive amounts of lag, and the stream was essentially no longer showing correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and just we're gonna restart. I'm also gonna quickly go back and I'm gonna get the settings and everything correct for the live stream. Whoops. And we're gonna go ahead and go forward. Can Railroads Online bring me back? Well, here's where we started. I've been gone. I have left this game in the dust for a very long time. It's just not been a game I've been really wanting to play a lot of. It just I don't know, it lost me. And so I've kind of been watching the updates. I've played a little in my own time and I've just not been wanting to make a video on it. So, with the March update, and with a lot of other things coming up in my life, I figured, you know what, I'll come back, I'll give it another shot, and we'll go from there. Railroads Online was fun for me back in the day. I found it interesting, I enjoyed playing it. You know, it was one of those things that I found a lot of excitement for because I figured it had a good future ahead of it. Fast forward a lot, and here we are. Things that have changed. Now, before you start up a map, you're prompted with three different locomotives the Betsy, the Montezuma, and a Shay. You choose whichever one you want to start up the map. I originally showed you that in this one, but had to restart the stream, and I figured I'm just going to. It's not that long, and we'll just quickly jump over it. Um, Icon's a little weird, especially that font. It needs an edge or something that fits. Maybe a drop shadow because right now it blends in very easily in some sections. Also this has a freaking echo. Who in their right mind went, yes, the brake needs an echo, especially in giant open areas like this, like a tunnel or something? Understandable. This is weird. Betsy now comes with a headlight for those who have not played that. Oh, hi. Played in a while, and also with the hatch. And also, I already have it turned off, but the game default comes with knuckle couplers. Here, I'll just go over there and I'll turn them on so you can see that. It's just an option that's in your option settings. You just go down to gameplay and you click on automatic couplers, and then you get. It doesn't even fit right. That looks. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's hilarious! And you can tell whoever was modeling these absolutely modeled them to be used in conjunction, not a replacement to the Lincoln Pin, because it absolutely has the Lincoln Pin addition right there. Why? I'd seen these briefly, hated them, and turned them off. I have not absolutely sat down and stared at them long enough to realize how. Oh boy, no. Let's get rid of that. Let's please no. That won't make me come back. That'll actually make me not want to come back. Let's give our day length about 30 minutes. Half hour of day, half hour night. Sure, whatever. I'm okay with that. You may notice we're not in Lake Valley or on uh, Pine Valley. This is Aurora Falls, their Alaskan set map. It's interesting. It's split in half. You got snow up top, ground on the bottom. A lot of interesting ideas here. Um, they're trying to do more natural ground, but it doesn't look like it's working as well. Maybe that's just me. There's still a lot of issues that I'm having with just how this is laid out geographically. Um, Lots more area to play with, though, I guess, if you're really into that. Oh, sorry. You now start with a telegraph booth here, your freight depot, a water tower. But also, they just changed the game, so this area here isn't needed as much. Probably should start with like a wood area or something, maybe even here. I don't know. Anyway, what I was saying is, now when you buy cars, it'll just spawn on the nearest track to you, pointing whatever way the game has decided it should point, which is to fan. They needed a buildable area like that area there or something where the cars could spawn, or just even like Pine Valley is the only one that has the issue of the track being in an isolated area. At least this is kind of just off to the side, and you can make this into a yard. That's what I plan to do. I plan to make this my yard and have like an engine shed and everything. I have an idea already of how this can go, but I just... okay. Also, this is your seed pallets for your plant and farm stuff, which we're not gonna even worry about that now. We're gonna make a plan. The map is a bit weird. You have the logging camp down here and the sawmill over here. There's no river going from where the river and the lakes over here to combine them. No like easy way to kind of like see geography wise how you're gonna plan this. I'll just have to walk over there, and we'll have to figure it out. Supposedly they added in a new tool that should make that easier. The question is, how do I get to said tool? Huh. There's my props. What? What? Okay. I hate all of how this is worded. I would much prefer it to actually be a menu where I could actually, I don't know. What? A menu where I could actually like see the model that I'm about to choose and maybe keep that as well. So when I come back in here again, I could just grab more of that. Okay. And also, why have a water tower in here? Or is it a separate one that's not like any of the other ones? No. No, it's not. It actively looks like it could be one of the ones that we put a train up to. Delightful. Oh, this is so delightful. Also, they have their whole, you can place your own buildings and industry somewhere. I kind of wish I could turn that off. I don't think that should be in here if you don't want that. If you just want to play with the industries already on the map. Okay. There's the wood rick. Supposedly that's changed. It used to be that it produced wood on its own. Now supposedly you may have to supply it like a firewood facility. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They also added in this new engine shed. Oh, and a fly camera as well. So, Let's go ahead and we'll put the engine shed. there. Also, if you're gonna do a fly camera, can you just make it separate from the main character? Like, the fact that my character is suddenly flying bothers me a little bit, especially when I fall out of the sky. Just make it into like a third person camera and leave John somewhere, please. Oh, that annoys me so much. And to go with this, they added in a new turntable. I already seen from another person's stream that the other turntable does not fit. Do not even try it. The smaller turntable does not fit here. You can only do this bigger one, which is also not that big. All right. Lovely. Question. In your lovely props, do you have like a light? We have a lantern. Does this turn on at night? No. Do we have any props that turn on at night? I was wanting to put down like a light or something so this area would light up at night so I wouldn't have to like worry about that, you know. You know, maybe have like a town with some lighting in it too, or like lighting along the platform that I added in. Hello. How? Oh, it just took that long for it to react. Wait, what? Okay, there's another door here. Cool. Thank goodness there's another door. But there's lighting in here. Okay. Okay. I didn't expect that. Okay, that's nice. That's a little weird. I would think those would be further up front. Because what those there are engine chutes that would take the smoke out of the building. But I don't know of many roundhouses that are built with the ability with essentially the locomotive facing backwards. How? Okay. How? I thought you lifted it up, but now I'm just like seeing. How? There we are. It says I have excellent connection. It's like, you're not receiving enough points to go live. Oh, okay. Here, I'm just going to put that down to my side. So, night sky. Got some lovely Aurora Borealis going on here. That takes forever to get open, so I'm never, ever, ever closing that, I don't think. They do have a pit down here, which is nice, but once again, does not get rid of the grass. Guys, you need to work on that. You need to work on, like, when you place down props, the grass gets removed. Especially for props like this that you actively, specifically have raised up to be this high. You've actively raised this up so that it's not in the grass. Cool. You need to like tell it, hey, when this brush is here, the grass doesn't spawn. Standard. Standard. I've done it before in Unreal 5. Why are you guys not able to do it? Even this being placed down, I feel like... Here, let's see if I can have a lantern. Oh, that's what it is. YouTube doesn't think... The game is so dark, that YouTube thinks it's losing frames in the night because it doesn't understand that it's just dark. Wow. Okay. So I'll just have to keep my lantern out, which, you know, just hangs there and weirdly moves. I know it's in time with the animation, but still, it's a little weird. But yeah, no, this... I'm sure that there are some railroads that absolutely have, like, grass and stuff growing in their turntable pits. But at the same time, that should be, like, an option. I shouldn't be forced to have that if I don't want it. Like, if I want it, I should be able to just place this down and have, like, a clear concrete pit. Oh, did you take that away from us? Oh, that sucks. I miss in the old one, like, even updates back when I last played. Essentially, what would happen is you would get up momentum, and then the freaking turntable would keep going, and then it would slowly come down to a stop. They got rid of it. It's now an automatic just stop. That... Okay. Okay. I want to like this. I had a lot of hope for this game when it originally released, and I just okay. Oh, now I need to do the hardest part, I think, of our entire railroad so far. Need to get it down to being oh, right. Watch John fly. Oh, if you had any questions about if my third person and not actually having it be the character was ever like an actual argument or if it was just me wanting to complain, yeah, no. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Why is that a thing? Who in playtesting said, yeah, no, this is fine? Who said that was okay? Alright, well. Also, someone else pointed this out, and I kind of agree with it. Arrow buttons, the WASD, should only affect your level. You should have to do something like E and Q to go up and down when in this flight mode. Just because that makes sense. Alright. We're getting some lovely grassy track here, gonna quickly make us a switch. How about that one? At this point, I've learned how to make this work for what I want it to do to a degree. I think that's tall enough. I've turned the turntable to where I want it to be to connect up. So I should be able to just... What? What? Okay, wait a second. Can I go backwards? Will that work better? Okay, weirdly enough, this will work better. Place. Is it because I have the lantern out? What? I can't. Okay, it's because it's too high. For some reason, how how go away. I knew they added a Nikkei Wiki, but I don't know what button I accidentally tapped to make it come up. How do I make it go away? That... Oh my goodness, this is so annoying. What button is that? H. Oh, it's that button again. That annoying button. I'm pressing H. Wait, what? Do we just have a wiki stuck on our screen? Wait. 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 Please don't tell me it's glitched. H and J. Okay. We're gonna try. Aha! If... Okay. Okay. Take two. We're gonna go with the taller track that isn't that much taller, but maybe the game will understand what I want to do, which is just connect up to this track right here. There. See? Connects up. But I also just noticed something. Okay. Please. Is it? That that's two different type of rails. Is this the same as this? No. So that is different than that, which is different from that. Okay. All right, is the game audio working? Only in the left ear. All right. Oh, by the way, when it gets dark enough and late in the night enough, and the Aurora Borealis comes out in full force, your world becomes green. And then it will go away in a little bit. This looks cool. This is actually kind of a cool, like, shot right here. Like, the lights reflecting off the rails. That's kind of cool. Even that looks kind of cool. Like, there are moments this game looks nice. And then there's 3 types of rails and a lot of weirdness. Okay. Now I need to decide, now the sun's coming up, which track is going to be our main track. So we can go look at the rest of this map. Honestly, I might delete some. We put another switch up here. Yeah, let's do that. I just had an idea. We'll delete that. We'll put a little bit of track. Not much, just a little. Make sure it's entirely straight, you know. Since it wouldn't let us build without telling us. By the way, that would also be a great addition, is just, you know, alerts for why track isn't building. Yeah, that would be helpful to know why I can't suddenly build track. Nope. This is why we need stub switches as well, but we don't get that. You're not allowed to have stub switches. Okay. There we go. So we'll do that. No. Did the game just crash? Why? Why did it crash? Why? I was building a switch. That's all I was doing. Okay. Uh, give me a second so I get the technical difficulties up, and then I'm gonna quickly go and looks like fix this. Goodness gracious, how? How? I built a switch and the game crashed. Guys, I won this game to resell me on it. I was hoping some of the new additions would really make me want to just come back in and spend time with it. But, whew, is that a hard... oof. Did it autosave? Yes, we have an autosave. Is it from today? Yes, it is from today. Okay, good. Also, all the settings and everything for the world should absolutely just save when it does that. That's kind of another thing that I'm like, still need to work on this a bit more, guys. Alright, we're loading back into the world. I didn't want my password being put out there, but hey, doesn't really matter. I can't believe that happened. Put down a switch, crash. Okay. Oh boy. Yes, I hear you, Betsy. Yeah, I know. It's a dinging shame. I was gonna do other stuff. I. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna redo all my plans. Congratulations. That is now the main track. We're gonna put the switch stand over here. And bring it up a little bit more. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and connect this back up. Oh, hello. Wait, how did I... Oh, fudge tickles. There we go. Now for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to just build it straight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that straightness to kind of like build up and then build a switch and see if we can get it to line up. Oof. I got close. I got closer than I was expecting. I was actually expecting to have to do this like 4 or 5 times. That almost looks like I can just do it the 2 and actually have that done. Move back a little bit. That should be it. That should be nearly perfect. It may not be perfect, but it's pretty close, and I will take that as a win. Or not, it looks like. I accidentally deleted it. That, fine. Whatever this is, I'm taking that now. Okay. I don't even. I don't. I want this game to be good. I want Railroads Online to have a nice, successful, healthy life, but it's just it fights anything that wants it to succeed is what it feels like. All right. There we are. We now have the 3 tracks connected up. We have a little yard. We have a way over to the engine house here. It's on the way out of town. You know. I'm going to increase a little bit of like a 1% grade out of the town now. I don't think we need, I think we need a 1.5. I think we need a 1 point. We need a 2. 2% grade. All right. Fantastic. I don't remember if I went over that in this video. So I'll go over that in a moment. Do we have a light in here? Or did they get rid of that? Because they had a light in here at one point. Well, at least we know the bell works. Oh, wait. Can we get the firebox door open? Come on. Yeah. Let's let that heat up. I do have the headlight on, right? I do. Good. You know what I don't have? I don't have a cab light anymore. I swear I remember there being a small light in here. Ah, it's fine. Okay, another interesting note. That has an outdoor light. Why doesn't the depot get one? Why hasn't the depot been updated to actually have lights on it? Now that we have a day-night cycle, it would make so much sense to update the depot to have a light on it. Like, even this deserves to have a light inside instead of just that. This is cool. Yeah, but you need like another like a light hanging from the roof or something. Just so it's lit up. Like, come on. Why? Okay. Deep breaths. How are we doing on pressure? Okay. Where? Yeah. That's not what I'm looking for. Trying to. Oh, there we are. Looking up there. I was looking in the wrong place entirely.
So are you only on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
I went over on Twitch and it's like, this guy isn't streaming. Oh, I guess he's only on YouTube.
Yeah.
2 lights. What are lights?
Yeah. I'm about to scream. Reverb's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Wait, didn't that used to be my lean buttons? Alright. So now the locomotive's come to a stop. So one thing I think I lost in that brief intro was the new coupler situation. I've already said it back. I showed it off earlier. I'm gonna do it again, even if I did do it in here, because this is the current system. It's link and pin. It's easy. You do that. You put the pin in. You keep it all together. It's easy. It's not that hard. Well, I guess it is for some people. In the options section, in the gameplay, you can now turn on automatic couplers. Just click that on, and now when you come back into the main game, you have worry free. I can't. I still can't. You have worry free knuckle couplers, which essentially all you need to do are back up into the train car, then boom, you're connected and ready to go. Only issue is they weren't really implemented with any thought to, man, that's how this is supposed to work. Like that. Like I see they tried. They tried to put it into the knuckle area for this locomotive and they tried to make it work somehow. It doesn't. Especially because these couplers were made with a link and pin section in them. There's a link and pin section right there. So they were made to be used in a kind of intermediate area. I'm just going to let the locomotive roll back. We're going to get those little cars that we have there, but I need to turn off that because I It upsets me so much. Whoop. Alright, just gotta roll back this way and hook into it. I think the brake's still on it. It may not. We'll know very soon. Answer is, I don't know. Just getting it far enough so I can do the new Lincoln pin. There we are. Now we're nice and hooked up. Oh boy. So we've got our train now. Perfect. These little cars are great for Betsy. It'd be great if Betsy was still the only starter locomotive. With the Montezuma and the Shay, these are tiny in comparison. Also, it gives you an automatic railroad name. It'd be kind of cool if instead of just putting that, you can actually declare the railroad that you're starting with, so that it just generates that naturally on the train cars when you start the server. That'd be fantastic. I think that's too much work for these people. Just gonna say that. I think that's too much work. Alright. Now, we're looking to build a rail line from here to anywhere. So here, we're gonna... I need to get around fast. So let's just take out the track tool. We're gonna click this here and take off. It's so stupid. It's so... Oh, I understand that they needed a way for you to be able to see better when trying to build, but like, there had to be another way. Like, Unreal has all these lovely systems built into it, into Unreal 5, that allows for like multi-cameras and for detaching the camera from the character. Even in multiplayer situations, there has got to be another way. Anyway, now that we're up in the sky, you can get a true appreciation of the size of this map. Yeah, true appreciation. Okay, that's where our train and everything is starting. You know, you can't see the station or anything anymore. Sorry, you can't see the depot or anything anymore because, you know, the render distance was not made for you to be able to see it really far. Like, you can see it here, but where does the depot disappear? Where does the roundhouse? There. That is as far as the roundhouse can be seen. So on super flat maps, you're not gonna see it. Over there at the lake is supposedly where the sawmill is. This is still ridiculous. And over here, yeah, there it is. There's the logging camp. Which I kind of called it when looking at the map. This is just a very badly drawn out, like almost triangular canyon. Is there another way out over here? Iffy, but kind of. But once you get out of here, it's a cliff. Oh boy. Like, let's say I saw that and went, you know, I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna make that my track out of here. Like, you have nowhere to go. You're on a cliff now. I understand, realistic and all, but also that's not very realistic. So there's our sawmill. What else is down here? Oh, and a water well. What? Wait, it's why? If you're running out of places to put stuff, just admit it. Because that's what this feels like. This feels like they just ran out of places to put stuff. They're like, put it there. I feel like the water well, if we were going to have to put it in this side of the map, put it over here. Give it a little bit of distance away from the sawmill. Make it its own separate area over here. You know. Even though, honestly, goodness gracious. Okay. Go away from that. Just ignore that. I don't even know how we're gonna like build that up for all that track that comes over here. I just now I'm. Can you be any more obvious? I wonder where the edge of the map is. Huh. Oh, look, I can see through it there. Oh, man. Okay. Even from the game's perspective, you can obviously tell where the edge of the map is. It's not very well hidden. I think on the first map, it was much better at being hidden because you were in enough of a mountain range with enough variations in like elevation to kind of like hide that. There is no such thing here. Is this a purely frozen river? He's trying so hard. He wants a waterfall. I feel like his rapids are much better than his waterfall. That I take it back. That's good. This actually looks like a good rapids here. And that almost looks like a good waterfall. That almost looks like one. There's still a lot of issues. Ah, man. Why do they pop in so... No. I have everything set to high. The fact that they're still like popping in. You can see ones in the distance that are absolutely done correctly. So that means these just have very low LODs or even set LODs compared to the other rocks that he uses in the map. Like specifically the river rocks are not set for long distances, which is weird because that's one of the areas where you're going to be able to see the farthest. Looks weird. like, I gotta give a tiny bit of credit where credit is due. The river layout is a whole lot better than previous maps. There's still weirdness to it, but on a whole, it's better here. It's better than it's been in some maps. That's not saying much. Mm-hmm. And once again, this is the best looking part of his entire river. Like, the rapids are so much better. All right. This is part of something we will never get to in this video very soon. So let's just how do I close? Oh look, I've now landed. What? What's going on? But you have a pot. But you have a pot. Your water isn't deep enough. Does this open? What is that? What is that? Okay, I'm gonna magically fly away to the top half because you know that's a thing I can do now. They gave us the ability to fly. I'm gonna use it. Was this feature at all tested before they gave us the ability to fly? I do not know. Oh, that's cool. That's actually kind of cool. Those actually kind of work. Everything else about this confuses me. Because it's too high up to actually be a boat. There's a pipe leading down, which also means it's not a boat. It's supposed to be a dredger, but dredgers are boats. This is the start of one of the parts of the gold line. You're supposed to bring it coal, and then it will produce gold, which you need to bring it coal and steel pipes, and what else? Tools, and then it produces gold, which then gold can be taken to the stamp mill all the way up here. The stamp mill will then turn it into iron ingots, or into gold ingots. Gold ingots are then taken to the railway agency to get put into a safe, I believe? Or maybe that's where you get rid of them. That stamp mill might also give you like a gold safe. I am struggling right now because that I love sternwheeler ships, and dredgers are kind of like in that same vein of like they're unique machines that I kind of like. I like seeing them. That hurt a lot. Back to this. The D dot depot. So while it's still night, let's go through some of the new changes that have happened, other than, you know, the facilities and the props that make no sense. Let's look at the new rail depot, or like purchase depot area. So essentially this is, from the best I can tell, probably under the map, maybe. It's an area that actually allows you to kind of like have a look around at your locomotives and stuff before you buy them. But also it is part of the day-night cycle, which is why I think it's in the map. Anyway, okay. Here's the sugarcane car that you can get at the beginning of the game. That's how it starts. Wait, what? Wait, which one do we have? I thought it was the logging flat car. Do we actually just have the flat car? Wait a minute. Oh no, it's the logging one. Good, good. So they didn't ruin us by trying to make us do seeds to start out with now. Okay. And instead of just having a, like, add this onto the car, you have to, like, buy a separate car for it. So, you know, great. And there's the stake car, which allows for beams, lumber, and other stuff. These are pretty cheap, too. Like, each of these cars seems to be about 200 for the Greg stuff, 220 for the bulkhead, gondola, 2... I'm sorry. I saw the recommendation of coal and iron ore in this, and I'm just... No. I would save up. This should literally be tools and oil barrels only. That's it. Maybe this for iron ore and coal at a cheaper price. This is especially for coal and... Why offer the... This is good for like a Betsy car. Once again, like... These are great if you have a Betsy. Or running like a bunch of Betsy's on your rail line. Like, I don't see these being too great when you have bigger stuff. 200. Then why get those? What? I don't understand the purpose of these. If there are 200 and the bigger version of these is also 200, the big one you use to start with is 300. Okay. So either pay 200 per for the new starter or 300 for this one. $250. A little bit more expensive, but that also means that these ones that are like 280 should be like 380 or something to like compensate you. That's why you want to go with the other smaller ones first, is because these are 850 now per. They also can hold 18 tons. And what do you got? Sorry. It says 18 ton here, but it's only a 13 ton. Oh, that's nice. This is reminiscent of one of the original ones they had. Ooh, I like that a lot actually. I would buy a bunch of these. 1,000. So there's another reason to buy that small one over this is 1,000. That one's way less. You can get started delivering oil or water products really early. 950. Also, why is nothing in like a tier order? Like your tiers should be in order here at this point. Like what's going on? Water tank car. This is mostly supposed to be used for the farm sections of the lists now. Decisions. The box car. A ventilated box car for meat. I'm sure it looks amazing in there. But as they pointed out, the only meat that's leaving there is packaged meat. So why do we need a ventilated boxcar? Don't know. Especially because this is like early day refrigerating type stuff. A stock car. Good for moving cattle. There's our little bobber. Oh, look at the bobber. The bobber's still adorable. It's even got lighting inside. Really bright lighting inside. The DSMP way car. I remember when this got added. I was like, cool. Why? But cool. Oh, look. This is literally been added to transport the gold. They needed a reason to add in the mail and baggage cars, so they decided it will be used for gold movement. So refined gold and gold ingots will be put into here to then be moved. Oh, and it's too big. Why isn't it closer down here or closer in the middle? Like, what? Moving on. Our steaming hand car is still here. Nothing's changed about our steaming hand car. What? Wait. Are you... What? There's the 10 mile. I remember when that got added. Yep, we already did a video on that. This got added. I don't know if this was recently or an update or two ago. Interesting. It's... It gives you a 242. I don't... It's an early coal locomotive, if anything. And there's our lovely Class 48. Oh, man, I love this thing. It holds wood here. This is one of the OG locomotives that just like, yeah, I'll take that weird locomotive out. The Montezuma, otherwise known as the Speedy Boy. The Eureka. The 440. Standard. Glenbrook, we already knew about it. Class 47. Was this in here before? I think it was. Uh. Moving on. Moving right along. That climax. Okay, nothing's changed there. Heisler, nothing's changed there. Ruby Basin. Still weird locomotive. Still kind of like it. Another Shay. The Mosca. I don't know if I ever bought a Mosca. I remember when they got added. It's a bit of a bigger locomotive. The Cook 260. The Cook Coal. Because they didn't want to get rid of the wood one. The Cookie 280. Still has those weird red lines. The DNRG Class 70. Someone went back in time and gave them flags from the future because it has 50 stars. And they starched the flags too. I hate all of that. I hate all of that so much. This is our Tweetsy locomotive. This one was added in a while back. I didn't really see it. I don't know where they got it from. It says it's from Lima, but it doesn't look right. Like, I've seen a lot of American locomotives, and something about this looks wrong for American versions. This looks like a locomotive that was left in another... Like, it... Especially because of that large gap there. That large gap is very not right. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's something about this that just feels wrong. It could be prototypical. It might be. Something just looks off, though. And the class 125. Almost looks like a Penzi back here. Like someone was like, let's make a Penzi and put her in the game, but make her narrow gauge. Probably picking at the wrong thing. Just it's very odd. I haven't seen a lot of those type of tenders not on a Penzi locomotive. What? Why? Why do we need this? I've seen one of these in person, but why do we need this in here? If this was Century of Steam, that would make more sense because snow is actually like an issue. But why? This is Railroads Online. Don't you know what game this is? Oh, is this back to the start? Yep, it just loops around now. Okay. So now we've seen everything that's been added train car wise. Oh, I can't even. Alright, let's go to the thing I hated the most. They added in a new UI for this. Got a boiler pressure here. We got a speedometer here. Oh boy. And the bell is a button. Oh. Seriously? That doesn't... Wait, are all of them like that? No. Why is the whistle not count? Why is the whistle the only one that you can't grab the end of it by? Why do you... How long have we been going? I actively said that I was going to go for about 2 hours, and I probably would wrap up there. And we would see if I would come back to this. I have so many thoughts. All of them pretty much screaming in my brain. What?
An hour 10.
I did all of that in an hour 10.
I went on your YouTube and rewinded it before it was at your current live, and it says an hour and 10 minutes. So you've been streaming for an hour 10.
My brain is frazzled. Like, guys, I don't think you fully understand. I want this game to be good. I want this game to be so successful that I want to come back to it and do more. But I am struggling. This map is eh. So here's what I'm going to do. We have a little bit of time left, about 30-40 minutes left. So I'm going to quickly load up the Lake Valley map. I've already started a railroad over there briefly. I haven't touched it since that happened. We'll quickly jump on the Lake Valley. I'll load up a new one actually because I don't know if they added the new industries onto it. We'll see if they did. Let's jump over there. We'll look at that map and see what we think of that. And yeah. All right. Just gonna quickly. Come on. Why is it not showing me anymore? I swear. I don't know why YouTube's not YouTube. There we go. So I'm just gonna quickly swap over to the another one. We're gonna save this. Still can't just load into a new save though. I have to save the game and exit and host a new server as well. Here, we'll bring you back for a second since I'm here on the main menu. So I can kind of show something off. There we are. Hey guys. By the way, first off, finally got that framed. So happy. If you can't see what it is, it's a poster of the map of Karnaka. I'm a huge sucker for like video game maps in like real life, so that I really love. Anyway, what I'm going to focus on is right here in the game. I clicked on the wrong one. I figured I already got the webcam open. We'll do that quickly. They now have a tutorial section, which actively will walk you through the game. Which, kind of nice. Um, you know, could have been great if it was there at launch, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. I'm begging for a lot of things, and they're not giving it. Okay, there we go. Lake Valley, go! I just decided to just start a new one, so I'm just going to load up a brand new map. That way you can see that screen that offers you the 3 locomotives, since that was a thing that wasn't here last time I was in. And we'll go from there. Okay. Here we are, your 3 locomotives. The Betsy, the Montezuma, and the Shay, as I mentioned. Also, like I mentioned, that just seems weird. I feel like if you choose one of the larger locomotives, you could have larger cars. It just seems weird to start with these cars and have the options of 2 larger locomotives. Also, weirdly enough, I just realized this map starts a little bit of ways off here, so you don't even like technically have track at the depot yet. You'd have to still build this out, which could go multiple ways. So yeah, this is Lake Valley. This was the first of the new maps that was added. Let's see. No. The last product chain that was added into this one, it looks like, was the meat packing plants and stuff. The gold ore and everything was not added into this one. But since they gave us the ability of flight, let's go for flight. Okay. So we have the lake down there. Oops, sorry. That's weird. What is it landing on? Oh, that's the top of the map. It's absolutely touching the top of the map, which is why it's doing that. So, gonna ignore that. Move back to what I was doing. For some reason, they tried to give us multiple biomes here, and a much smaller space too. It looks like. There's the desert biome, which doesn't lead off into any more desert. Weirdly enough, now that I'm looking at it, the edge of the map just does not fit for what's in it. Texture-wise, this also doesn't work very well over here. Especially because you got this nice tall mountain here where you would also be able to see all of that. What is this? That's a very weird large rock to have there in the middle of somewhere. Oh, that's cool. Still weird because you can see past that and see that the river doesn't continue that far. They do actually have water coming from outside the map on this, which I appreciate. if it was a little bit further out and actually like everything blended in with the game's map, that would be more okay, I think, in my opinion. That's kind of cool. That's a good start. Let's go north on the map. We'll see if there's anything else interesting there. Like, they have this lovely river that actually looks really good leading down to the lake. What looks like a road here, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Why do we have a road just winding through the map? And it goes off a cliff. Like, what? Was this supposed to be a road or not? I think it was. But it doesn't. I originally when this map was released, it didn't have any industries on it, so all the industry placements are kind of like afterthoughts. It seems like, but also that road seems like an afterthought. I don't understand why it's there. Just like this little valley here. What does this valley do? Oh, there's a lovely little lake over there, though.
So go to the lake. Take a train by the lake.
There's nothing out here, actually. I'm just looking at my map, realizing there is nothing out here. Like, I guess this would be a good place to put your gold mine, but holy Toledo, there's just nothing here. Here. You know, since we can fly and stuff, I'm just gonna, like, drop into the lake.
Seems kind of cheap.
Just as disappointing as I was expecting it to be. Uh I just... Can I change the time to day already again? Oh, let me turn that up. I didn't know that was a thing. This is new. This entire custom weather thing is new. This I knew about. This is what they used to just have when they added in weather and everything. So you would just change it on your own will. But I prefer to just be dynamic, but we'll see. Hey, time has been changed. Like, I could see some of this map being fun to like build through. It'd be fun to like have your track where you can see all the way down to the lake, and like I can see some nice building challenges here. But also I can see a lot of area of the map that's just not utilized unless it's for like Easter eggs like this. I've always heard about this. I never seen it. Now I've seen it, and I regret all of it. Walking away. I also saw something over here. Oh. Okay, it's just outside the map. So there's absolutely an area where his weird skybox is now clipping into the map. just so the logging camp's up here. So you're supposed to go to the logging camp and take it down to the sawmill, drop it off. Sawmill to everywhere else. I'll have to figure out where I'd want to have my gold production stuff because it looks like this is a map where you'll have to do that. So decisions. So yeah, let's finish this off with I'll just go back to one of my other maps. We'll go fly around and see how it looks comparatively. Because this from the ground looks nice. It looks interesting. It looks diverse. It's not till you're like flying in a really far above that you realize things are kind of eh. That all also just needs redone. All of that needs to either be bigger or something. I don't know what it needs. It needs something. So gonna do another brief pause as I swap over to another map. Goodness gracious. What map will I even jump to at this point? You know what? I was gonna jump to the foggy, but I'm gonna see if my old map still works. Is it even in here? We're gonna see. Because this is back before they changed it away from the slot thing. So all the names were slot based. And because it's back before they did names, it also doesn't tell me what they are. It's great. Oh, that didn't sound good. Had brief sound. What happened? Ah! Oh man, you can tell this map is old because this is before they did the changeover to the new track system. This was after the first changeover, but before the next changeover. Oh boy, some of this just did not transfer well. I I'll have to see if I did a translation map. I thought I was working on one where you transferred over to the new track, but I maybe not. So ignoring all of that. Oh. Oh my. Oh that was a wow. It is nice though that from space you can still see where we've cut out trees and everything. Like that's nice. I'm glad that still works. Why did I build a loop here? Wait a minute. Oh, look! Since I've been gone, the track that went to nowhere was removed as well. I forgot about that. The Skybox track has been removed. But you can see where I also did some videos and stuff over there. I just fudge. But I will say, as you can see with this map, it's a lot harder to tell where the edges are because the map actually kind of hides them well. Like, it's a much more cohesive map, but it still has its own issues, like that, and that, and that. Oh, how bad is this? I can already tell it's not good. Uh, I don't even know what it originally looked like now. I just it man. Oh, is this still like an impossible gradient, or did he like clean that up? Oh no, it's still the impossible gradient. Good, good. That didn't get cleaned up. The river still has issues. It still goes nowhere. The other river doesn't come down here and just like end in it either. Actually, the other river is like missing large swaths of it. What happened? So this map did get edited. This map did have stuff done to it. I don't. Guys, Railroads Online. Will it bring me back? I mean, if I feel like being masochistic and trying to rebuild all of this, maybe. Maybe I'll come back. Because this was my own personal railroad that I built the first time. Like, there's some stuff that I built here that I was really proud. I had a nice bridge over there. I had a nice area where the train went underneath it. Like, there was stuff here that I was really proud of that is just. This would be dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of hours of work. This would be more work than I think I have the life availability to do at this point. And it crashed. I was gonna go back to the main menu to wrap it up, but it crashed. Uh so Railroads Online. Am I gonna go back to it? If people vote for it in my poll for games to stream, I will play it. But otherwise, that has been a look at everything that's been updated and changed since I last did a video. This is everything that has been done since I last played, other than bug fixes and otherwise. I am somehow surprised that all this does is make me go, man, the competition has their work cut out for them. Like other games like this, I just Railroads Online is going to have to work hard and get more serious about finding the game and finding out the path they want to take. This feels like they kind of need to find their end goal. But overall, I want to thank everyone for watching. This has been a very interesting stream. I would highly suggest going back to the beginning if you're just joining us now. There's a lot. There's a lot here. Yeah, unless people specifically vote for me to come play it, I think in my free time I might once in a blue moon try it. Wow, that was a lot. So yeah, I just want to thank you all for watching, and have a great day.